Hi everyone, Gina Ingrell here from Effective Policy and Compliance. Today we're just going to have a little bit of a talk about quality improvement and continuous quality improvement. So quality improvement is, as the word says, about improvement. It's more related to products, services, or one-off projects in either of those areas. And it is time limited usually. It's just we're going to improve on something and then it's done and dusted. And then continuous quality improvement is more a broad approach to quality improvement, something that will flow down through an organization, something that, as the word says, is continual. It is embedded into the culture of the organization, and the term usually comes out of the quality management standards to really embed into organizations that culture and concepts of quality improvement on everything that we do in every service and product and area of business or health and human services. And it's very important in health and human services, obviously, because clearly people can get hurt. And that's the same can be true for the labour industries or driving industries, etc. So really important safeguarding is continuous quality improvement. So if we're looking at NDIS and aged care services, those two both have their own set of standards, but this concept that I'm talking about works for any quality standard at all. So let's consider that we've got a set of registers for a compliance management system, and inside each one of those different areas of compliance or that relate to an indicator in the standards have their own register. So we would normally have a continuous quality improvement register. And when I'm assisting a client to get ready for their audit, they will often just stare at that page or come back and say, I haven't got any. I say, well, that's just not possible if you've been in business for the last 18 months of an audit cycle and you've got 25 clients and 33 staff. It's not possible that you haven't had anything that you could be improving on, and that is a red flag for you to go to audit and say you don't have anything. So it's about learning to recognize what is a quality improvement, an area for quality improvement, and then documenting and dealing with that in an appropriate or best practice manner. So they're usually stumped. They don't know what to say. So my first thing to them is, okay, can we just think about your register for CQI as the ocean? Oceans are fed by other bodies of water. So let's think, all right, what can you see in the rest of your compliance management system? What can you see that could possibly feed this ocean? And I can say to them, like, oceans have lakes, they have rivers, they have estuaries, they feed into them. What can you see in that compliance set of compliance registers in Excel? What can you see that might feed the ocean of continuous quality improvement? And that's usually not enough to get them going. But when I say, right, now start looking through your registers, and they'll start looking through their registers, and the first thing they'll either come up with complaints or incidents, and I go, spot on. So you know that many of the complaints you take and process will result in the need for some continuous quality improvement. And so will some of the incidents. Some of those incidents will indicate to you, by the very nature that they've occurred, that something isn't working or something could be improved. And then I'll say, what else do you think? And we will then eventually move on to corporate risk register, and then individual risk registers for patients, etc., that records their individual risks to themselves, etc. And then they'll move on to work health safety, and then emergency and disaster, and eventually, like, the penny is dropping and people are getting it. And it's not just from those other indicators of standards and other areas of business. Continuous quality improvement can arise from any situation. It's not limited to those, but it's absolutely necessary that those other important areas of quality and safety are represented in the continuous quality improvement register. Now, that's about recognizing what it is and what that continuous quality improvement register is there for. So in our next video, we're going to have a look at the continuous quality improvement register and what it should actually look like.